Namaste everyone. I welcome you all to this exclusive weekly webinar challenge part 3 where I am going to talk about webinar reminders. Yes, webinar reminders. As you all know that in the last two of weekly webinar challenge, I've talked about webinar invitation and webinar registration. So now we are here on to the third part, webinar reminders. As I've also given you the glimpse of what it's gonna be in this video. And guess what? There's a bonus waiting for you at the end of this video. So don't miss that. Hi, I'm Ritu Raj Shandilya, and in this quick video, I'm going to share all about webinar reminders and how you can get the most out of your audience by sending out these reminders. So let's begin with the main course. Before we begin, let me repeat my word once again. Always begin with the end in mind. What is it that you want to achieve by sending out all those reminders? That is very important, and that is the first end goal. By sending out all those reminders, your end goal is to get more show up. More registrants should become your webinar attendees. They should show up during your live or automated webinar. Second end goal is where you can implement this. Whether you are running challenges, event, workshops, seminars, or master class, you can implement this and get the result. So these are the two main end goals you can achieve by sending out these reminders. Now coming on to the main context, webinar reminders. Let's face it, just let's face it, not all your reminders, email reminders, which you are sending to your webinar registrants will get opened if you are just utilizing emails. Even though your email open rate is much better, does not matter. Let me repeat it once again that not all your email reminders will get opened up. So now, what is the best approach? The best approach is the omni-channel approach. Now let me share my screen so that I can show you. Okay, this is how it looks like, because in the last live I've just given you the glimpse of this one single thing. Let me browse my image here, video here, and now here we are. As you can see, I've talked about the invitation and the registration part. Now here comes the reminder part. And here we are utilizing messenger as well as emails, and of course if possible then of course we will use the SMS also. It's not a big issue. Now with the reminders of emails, we are also sending reminders via messenger. Why messenger? Because the open rate and CTR of messenger is much higher than emails. That's why we are using the omni-channel approach here. And guess what? How often we need to send the reminders? So 7 days before the webinar, and next is 3 days before the webinar, and after that 1 day before the webinar. These are the best time you can send reminders to your audience to get more people show up during your live webinar, and after that here comes your live webinar. Now this is as simple as it can get. I can talk in depth about how you can get most out of your audience by sending out these reminders. This is where the next live comes in, where I will be breaking the webinar reminders. And by breaking down webinar reminders, I will talk about the advanced seeding and pre-framing. And now, what is this? Advanced seeding and pre-framing means educating your audience, educating your registrants before the webinar, so that they got to know you better. They can that advanced seeding and pre-framing can help you build a strong relationship, and help you to build your authority before the live event. And that is very important. And what they can expect from you during the live webinar, we can also share them during the webinar reminders. And other than webinar reminders, there are these two are the sub part of webinar reminder, that is webinar that is advanced reading and pre-framing. And that is very important because no one is talking about these two things, how you can utilize the webinar reminders in these two forms by educating your audience, not just sharing the time and date of the webinar, but you can share what you have got, share the value, share the testimonial, share the social proof, so they get feel more connected with you before the live event. And that is very important. So we will talk about the advanced reading and pre-framing in the next webinar challenge, and probably in the next live, so that you can get the clear cut idea. Okay, this is how it's gonna work, and this is all about the webinar reminders. So thank you so much for joining. I do believe you must have got the value. And before you leave, here comes the bonus part. Bonus one, get this exact mind map by just clicking the link in the description down below, or you can check out the context. Second, if you want to know more, then of course you can check out my webinar growth recipe by just clicking the link in my bio. And third, and the most important, if you want to experience the system, then DM me #webinar and I will share the system so that you can experience it on your own. So that's all from my side in this video. I do believe you must have got the value and enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining. See you soon in the next live. And if you have got any question, then just go ahead and put it out. We will talk it and resolve it. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much again. Bye bye.